Welcome to Goddess on the Rise. I'm your host, Sarah Brookberg, board certified life coach, board certified holistic health coach, and Ayurveda practitioner. Goddess on the Rise is all about empowering women, self-love, wellness, reclaiming the body you are in, and creating a life where you can come out on top. So buckle up, girlfriend. We are going for a ride. We are the same. Okay, happy Wednesday. Happy podcast day.
This is fancy. This is like a DJ setup.
I know, I'm like, squeaky fresh.
No, please don't do that again. That was so
I thought
bad.
it was funny.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Keeping me humble. What is that movie? Oh, Mean Girls. Where the mom's like, you girls keep me cool. Or like,
You
whatever.
guys keep me young.
You guys keep me young. She's keeping me young.
We're like 2 years apart.
We're 3 years apart. Right now.
Barely.
You get to turn 28 this year.
Let's not talk about that.
How do you feel about that?
I don't want to talk about it. What is this?
I don't know, but you need to speak up. You know, everybody says you're yelling all the time. I need you to fucking yell.
I know, and then I yell, and everyone's like, yeah.
Why are you yelling?
Ask me how marriage is going.
Oh, that's a great topic. I'm going to title it, How's Kitty's Marriage Going? And I'm going to go viral on a fucking podcast.
The clickbait.
Everybody's going to be like, oh my God, are they having problems? We knew it. Are you having problems in your marriage?
Oh, not right now, actually.
Not right now.
Give it a week.
Well, he's gone, so.
It's true.
No, she's not having problems in her marriage, but I'm having problems with her marriage. Just kidding.
She's not kidding. Yeah, you're not kidding.
Only just because I just have a major dislike for Elijah. Because he's so mean to me, you guys. He really is mean to me. Yeah, and you know it. Yep. He's a turkey. He's a little turkey. We're going to fry him up and roast him. Feed him to the dogs.
What the fuck?
By the way, we got dogs.
We got puppies.
Yep, they're cute little puppies.
No dogs, puppies.
We have sister puppies.
Oh, look at her.
Oh my God. Look at Briar.
Is that me?
She's like, what? Yeah, so honestly, I don't really know what to talk about today. This is pretty sporadically planned. I mean, we could just like get right into it and like cut deep. But
About what?
oh, I don't know, just about some things.
What? You got something.
I just was like, hey, maybe we could bring up a topic that's not a fun topic.
What?
I don't know.
There's a lot of those
I know.
going on the list.
So-
What?
Did you just do that? I don't think you can see it. No, you can't see underneath the table, so that's good. But do you want to talk about that or not really?
Yeah.
Yeah? You don't have to if you don't want to.
I don't know what to say about it.
Well, maybe that's why we should start talking about it.
Yeah, that's why I'm avoiding therapy.
I know, but you need to go. Boop.
I had my last therapy session in Yuma 2 days after. No,
Yeah.
the day after. The
Should
day
we-
after. 'Cause it was on
Should we
Tuesday.
talk about it? You want to talk about it? Do you have something to say about it?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I think that's probably why I haven't went to therapy either, because I'm like, what do I say?
So the elephant in the room. Squeaky, squeaky, what? Our dad died.
I feel like
Dun,
the
dun,
elephant.
dun.
How are we coping with this? We're not, in case you didn't.
No,
in
we
case
are. We totally are. Laughter is a form of coping. Actually, you guys, maybe you know, maybe you don't know.
Why are you talking to your computer?
Oh, maybe you know, maybe you don't know. There are 5 stages of grief. Woo. Yeah.
What are those stages again?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I was like, what stage am I in?
I think let's actually shut the fuck up.
It's not recording any of this.
It's recording, but it's just recording our voices through this. Okay, hold on.
For look.
Continue on.
Of the aesthetic.
The microphone is yours. Your turn.
Remember in your closet in Nevada?
Oh my god.
In that little apartment, we were like this.
Yeah.
The whole episode, it was so bad.
Okay, we're talking about grief. This probably isn't that funny, but sometimes it feels good to laugh about it. Right?
Right.
So, okay, so our dad died. Okay, the 5 stages of grief. I think you're in the 2nd stage. So it's denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance.
I'm in anger?
I think so. I think you're angry. You're an angry little gal. Do you want to talk about what you're angry about? Or not really? Because I think it's something.
I think there's a lot of things about it I'm angry about. I don't think it's
Yeah.
like one thing.
Yeah, I know. Do you want to talk about that?
I don't even know all of the things that I'm angry
Well,
about.
I could probably tell you.
Yeah, you probably could.
I just don't know. Is there anything off limits? Except for like the big major thing? I know
What's
that's
the big major thing?
what I did underneath the table.
Haha. I'm not like, I don't.
Yeah, well, we don't have to talk about that. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so what else are you angry about? You can say whatever you want. This is a safe place.
No,
I will kick anybody's ass.
No, I
Not
have
really,
a.
because I'm not very
That's not you.
aggressive. But I will be very angry at you, and you won't like me when I'm angry.
It doesn't matter when she's angry too, because she's not gonna do anything. She's probably not even gonna say anything to you. She's probably just gonna ignore you. If you'll text her.
I'll probably block you. I do have a block game strong.
Is that new?
No, I block everybody.
I love that for you.
Oh, thanks.
I didn't know you're blocking people.
Oh, fuck. My block
My
list
list is long.
is so long. It's so long.
Yeah, mine is too.
I really wish this was a latte instead of green tea, by the way.
I'm drinking green tea. Anyways,
Bottoms up.
that's not fun. I don't know. I'm angry about a lot of things about it. I think my big thing right now that I keep thinking about is like people are gonna be like, oh, this is shallow, but it's not meant in a shallow way. It's meant in a different way.
Yeah.
That some people understand and some people won't get. Dad died.
Yeah.
And I got a bag of clothes.
Yeah.
I got a bag of my dad's dead clothes. And me and dad bonded over so many things. And me and dad had a relationship over so many things. And me and dad had this like understanding about a lot of things and had conversations about a lot of things. And then when he died,
He just died.
Yeah, he just died.
And that was it.
Yeah.
And it was like, you don't get anything. You're
Yeah.
not.
And it's not like my thing is like I don't like I'm not sitting here like, oh my god, I want all of dad's stuff. Like
Yeah.
I don't. But there are things, material things that we had a real relationship over. And I know that
Yeah.
probably sounds shallow to some people, but like we had such a bond over his, I don't know if you can say the GUNS word on there without it getting like.
Well, I think they can probably spell it out. You know what
Yeah.
a GUN is?
Yeah. So like dad had a love and a passion for them, and taking me and Elijah out to use them. And like obviously me and Elijah have a love and a passion for them. And we didn't get any of them, but like Dad gave me the one that I have. Dad gave that to me as like a gift.
Yeah.
And then like he was like, well, all of these are yours, and that's why he had me like test them out. It's hard to like not say certain words, but it's like had me like test them out when we'd go to the range and things like that, you know. And like same with Lige, she'd have Lige, you know, test them out and stuff like that, and it's just like. Things like that sound shallow to most people, but it's like one of those things where we had such a bond over it, and Dad was like, "Oh yeah, this is all yours," you know, and the truck, Dad would be like, "I hope you like the color red because this is yours when I die," and you know, things like that. And in the guitars, he like. I don't really have much of a connection with them, but like I do have really good memories of him playing them for Ben, and he would like joke with me that these are his. Because he would like joke that like Ben was going to annoy me with them essentially, which it wouldn't annoy me. I don't care. The kid could have a drum set if he wanted. Like, I don't care. But like Dad would say that, and he would like mess around because Dad could never really be serious. Who's that?
It's Lily.
Oh, I love that.
Hi, Lily, if you're listening.
Hi. So like it sounds shallow, but like I didn't get anything of Dad's except for a bag of clothes, and I almost feel like I'm right now, at least I feel like I'm at a point where I can't wear them because I'm almost like it's my denial part. If I wear them, I'm like.
So maybe still a little, like maybe you're like teetering back and forth between, you know, the first and the second stage of grief. Yeah, I could see that. I think all of that is so valid. But also, I want to make it very clear, we're not saying that to like go out and vindicate certain people.
No.
We're not saying we have a bad relationship with certain people.
No.
We're just saying that nothing was in place the way
I was told.
Yeah, we had thought.
The way Dad told me.
Yeah. And it's really sad. It is really sad. And so, like, for me, when I went into the house after my dad had passed, which we knew he had cancer, and I was going back in June, and I was planning not only for, like, my sister's sake to go see him, but also planning for, like, my sake to, like, because I know he was going to die. We didn't know he was going to die this soon. That's a whole nother thing, but I was planning on, like, seeing him and just, like, letting him know that, like, I forgive him and not, like, I don't know.
Me and Elijah made the plan the day before it happened.
Yeah.
That we were going back.
Yeah.
And then the next day.
Yep. So, like, there's a lot of, like, obvious feelings of, like, I don't know if regret is the right word. Like, I think I had regret for a while.
Yeah.
But, like, I think it was supposed to be this way. And it also shows people's true colors, I think, too. People that you never expected to, like, be a certain way or a certain way, you know. Saying that gently. I will say for me, purpose, like for me, and you can let me know, like, what you think about this, but, like, when I'm looking at the 5 stages of grief, like, I don't think I ever had denial. I believed it was true. I don't think I'll ever go through bargaining.
What does bargaining mean?
Like, I think, I'm not, like, very familiar with this, but I think it's, like, please, like, bring this person back, that type of stuff. Like,
I'll never go through that.
Yeah, no, I'll never go through that either.
I'm confident with that.
Anger, yeah, my anger is, like, up there. I'm so angry.
Yeah.
And I think that anger, like, so if you look at, like, doing a little life coaching here, but if you look at, like, anger is, like, an emotion that there's something always underneath. It's, like, it represents something else. So, like, anger usually represents something like sadness, loneliness, something like that. Obviously, I'm not lonely with that, but, like, I am sad. I'm sad for you. Yeah. I'm really angry for you. I'm angry for myself. I'm angry that when I go to my dad's house, it looks like it was, like, frozen in past. And, like, there was my stuff everywhere. Like, there was pictures of me. There was, like stuff in his garage that was, like, I wrote. There was tons of pictures on the wall of us. And I felt angry because, like, here you are. You see me every day. You're in that house every day. And you don't think for one time to, like, just reach out and be like, hey, you know, you're my daughter. I adopted you. I love you. I'm proud of you. Nothing, because he was such a stubborn asshole. Not to speak ill of the dead, but he was.
But that was something we could say to his face too, confidently.
He was.
And he would have been like, yep, sure am.
And he was. And it just makes me so angry because it's like, here he was, like, hanging on to, like, all this stuff of mine, has these memories of me all over his house, stuff of mine that he used consistently, like, but then could not reach out to me. And I just think that that is wild. I also think it's sad. Sad for him, even. You know, like, it just is. I've done a lot of healing. It's interesting, like, how all this transpired. Because, like, he's probably one of the biggest people that had hurt me in my life. And I still deal with a lot of those repercussions. And so in January, I started coaching, receiving coaching. I enrolled in, like, a 6-month package of, like, heavy, like, trauma work. And he was pretty much the center of a lot of that, him and my biological father. Men in general.
That's a fact.
The amount of times I've been hurt at the hands of a man is unreal. It's just unreal.
Yep.
So I had a lot of healing to do with that. And then I had even wrote poems, which I won't say out loud because they're a little intense. But I even wrote poems just to kind of, like, get myself to, like, get it out a little bit. And I think I had finally moved to that point where I was like, okay, I forgive him even though he's not sorry. Even though I'll never hear a sorry out of this man. Even though this man doesn't want a relationship with me. And so the first time he was in a hospital, I got up the courage to call him and let him know that I've been thinking about him and that I was sending him love and that I loved him. And that's the truth. I do love him. I have a lot of good memories with him. A lot of bad memories, but a lot of good memories too. So I told him I loved him. I told him I hope he feels better. I hope he gets better. I'm sending him love. And he said thank you, and then we got off the phone. And that was that. And that was the last time I heard from him. And yeah. I think like the stages of grief, you don't go through them like one by one.
Yeah.
Or randomly, like, or like they don't happen like linear.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, did you ever really have denial?
I think I had more denial. Part of me had more denial when we found out about the cancer.
Yeah. Because we knew it was pretty much. Okay. We're back. Anyways, so like with you were talking about the...
Oh, I feel like I had a touch of denial when we got the cancer diagnosis.
Yeah. But I feel like also, like, we for a long time thought something was wrong.
Yeah.
Because I remember talking about it.
Something was wrong.
Yeah, a while ago. We're like, man, he's acting different. Like, why is he acting so different?
And me and Dad had those conversations from time to time.
Yeah. Because it was not like him. Like, when you guys rekindled your relationship, that's unlike him.
Mm-hmm.
That he had reached out and texted you first.
Because...
Yeah.
I told someone that I was like... She was like, well, your dad wants a relationship with you. He'd love to meet Benny and stuff. And I was like, well, if Dad wants that, he can reach out to me. And he did.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, as far as anger, definitely feel anger. Bargaining, maybe not so much. Depression.
Is there?
Is there. Acceptance. I feel like you accepted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I accepted how it happened.
You did?
Yeah. I don't blame him.
No.
I'm not mad about that. Like, I am mad and disappointed.
On the other pieces.
Not to use Dad's word of disappointment.
Yeah.
But I am mad and disappointed that I was not one of the ones that was contacted by him while he was making that thought decision in that scenario.
Yeah.
Not to be out there. I'm mad that, like, I wasn't the first person called.
Yeah.
I'm mad.
After he had passed, are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. That a lot of people knew before you.
Yep. I'm also mad that when I did go home, I was told, I don't think anyone really saw how bad it was. Well, I put out there, if you felt I needed to come home, I should have been told that.
Yeah.
And I kept being told, no, it's okay, no, it's okay. Well, clearly it's not.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
I think fine is not, like, maybe the word to use there. Like, you can name it.
I don't know what it, like, it is what it is.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
it is.
okay. It was wrong.
Yeah. A lot of what happened was wrong, but I'm really just at the point where, like, it is what it is. I can't, there's not a single ounce of it I can change at this point.
No, I agree. But
I think that's
don't
what's
think
disappointing to me, too.
It's fine. I don't think it's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's, you name it. You name the feeling or the thought that comes up instead of, like, dismissing it, you know?
Well, I feel like in that entire situation and still to this day,
yeah,
I've been dismissed in it, and I've been dismissed on a lot of levels of it.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like, well,
yeah,
write that one off. Okay, bye. Like,
yeah, as in, like, you're talking about, like, it feels like we're not even his daughters.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I know my dad felt differently.
Yeah.
And I'm confident in that.
Yeah. Maybe about you. I don't know so much about me, but definitely with you.
Yeah. In my mind, I feel he did feel that way with you too, but I also, like, there's times where I feel, no, he didn't. So it's like I go back and forth with that with you. But, like, I don't know. I think to me, I'm really disappointed on your, like, on behalf of you. I'm disappointed that, like, things happened the way they did. I'm disappointed that you didn't get your chance to go back. I'm disappointed in all these things. But then on my side of things, I almost feel like like in Dad's situation, when it comes to Dad, am really selfish on it because of we had just had a different relationship. We had a different understanding. We had a very different situation.
Yeah.
My whole life. And so I feel really selfish on that portion of it, but I also feel very protective of him. But at the same time, I also feel like the big feeling, like, at the end of the day, is I just feel like I was slapped in the face
By
like,
everything that, like, happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean by, like, you feel selfish?
Like, not in a bad way, but I, like, not meaning this in a bad way towards you, but I almost feel like to a point I can validate your feelings.
Yeah.
I can hear your feelings. I respect your feelings.
Right.
I hear them. But I just, like, and, like, with everyone else, like, the same thing. With, like, Tina, I respect them. I hear them. I validate them. And then I just go back to, like, I think it comes down to a lot of, like, the feeling of being slapped in the face is, like, how I feel about it. So I just almost feel like I'm like I talk about this in therapy, but like there's one person here and there's one person here, and this person over here is standing really far back, like a mile back, with our arms like waving, like, hey, hello, what about me? Wait a minute. Because like me and Dad had a relationship. Me and Dad had this different kind of relationship, and I felt like for me and Dad, it was just a me and Dad thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't me, Dad, and Tina.
No, I agree.
It wasn't always me, Dad, and Elijah. It wasn't always me, Dad, and Benny. Like, me and Dad just had a different relationship. We had different conversations. We had different meanings behind things we said. We had different agreements on things.
Yeah.
We had different, like things he told me that he'd be like, well, now don't tell your mom I said that, and talking about Tina, you know, or he'd be like, well, now don't tell anyone I said that, you know.
Yeah.
Say stupid stuff like that, but like we just had a difference.
Yeah.
On things. And like I know all of Dad's bad sides.
Yeah.
I know them loud and clear.
Same. Yeah.
Well aware of them. Been there for most of them. Like I'm well aware of Dad's bad sides. But like something that no one else was ever able to understand, which is fine too, is that like I could, for the most part with Dad's things, I could put them to the side. And it's one thing that like people couldn't understand, which is fine too. Like that's everyone else's problem, not mine. But like there were a lot of things Dad did that I could either put to the side or I could come to terms with in a different way.
Yeah.
I could work through them in a different way. And like there's a lot of things with Mom that like you understand why she says some of the things she says. You understand where she comes from with a lot of things.
Yeah.
And then I'm that way with Dad. Like I understand where he comes from with some things and why he feels these ways. And we just like each one, I feel like growing up had a parent that we clung to more.
Yeah.
And yours was Mom and mine was Dad.
Yeah.
And like you always butted heads with Dad that I remember of, and I always butted heads with Mom. Growing up.
Very valid. I think the biggest thing like with Dad, like for me, wasn't so much that like we had butted heads as much as like I felt like I wanted his love and it wasn't given.
Yeah.
Like it was like
it was
held over my head as like a treat. Like you do good, you get it. But if you don't, it's not available to you.
Yeah.
And in fact, the punishment is what's available, and that was something expressed like very freely and very easily. So I think that was like always my biggest thing, you know. But yeah. Any final like thoughts or like last words on this, or where do you feel like you're at with like the grief, or like what do you think your next steps are? Because I think like people don't understand that like when someone dies, like you really love or that you're really close with, or that it's unexpected or tragic or whatever, like you just stop talking about it eventually on social media because eventually no one cares anymore.
Yeah.
Right? And so then you're like stuck where like, talk about the restaurant.
I was literally just thinking right where you
I
left
think we
me.
only have like 4 minutes left to record.
Yeah.
So
just right where you left me at the restaurant, you know.
talk about what that means real quick.
I genuinely do not know how to describe it. I was trying to describe it to someone at the gym the other day, and I was like, they were just looking at me like I was stupid, and I was like, I don't think I'm describing this very well.
So it's help.
It's like such a
I'm
mental
right
cage.
at the restaurant. What is it? Where the words are again? Help. Still at the restaurant. Still waiting in the corner I haunt. Right.
Yep.
Tattered when I moved on. I sit here, dust collected on my pinned up hair.
Yeah.
So basically, like, you want me to help you explain it?
I guess I don't know how to explain it to someone else. Like it's such a mental thing for me, like a mental cage.
This is like a Taylor Swift song, right?
Shocker.
And it is, what's the song?
Right Where You Left Me.
Right Where You Left Me. Duh. Anyways, Right Where You Left Me, and it's like she's still sitting there at the restaurant while everybody's coming in and out, in and out, in and out, like. Everybody's moving on with their lives, and she's still stuck in that one spot, in that one past memory. Like, it's just there, and it haunts her, and she can't move on from it.
Yeah.
So.
That's very much where I'm at with Dad's
you just feel like you're kind of stuck.
Yeah, I feel like ever since it happened, I'm just kind of like in zombie mode, and I just like don't have an option, but I have to keep going. Like there's no options.
Yeah, the world doesn't freaking stop just
I can't
because
lay in bed and just not do anything. Like I have a kid. I have to get up.
Oh,
and
not only do you have a kid, but like we were both in the middle of a cross-country move when this happened. So,
yeah.
Insane in the membrane.
Great timing, Dad.
Got no brain.
You couldn't have held out.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, he can be a little selfish sometimes.
I know. When it first,
no, all the time. He is very selfish.
When it first happened, I just kept thinking to myself, like, I kept having this conversation, like, with him, and I was just like, my God, you couldn't have held out a little bit longer. And I feel like I could hear him saying, sorry, honey, I'm sorry. like a smart ass.
I could hear him saying to me, like, when I'm saying that, I can see him, like, saying something fucking rude. Like,
yeah.
Wow. You're like, she's still down there talking shit about me, like, you know, like, and I'm fucking dead. I can't do anything about it. Yeah, I
am. Yeah, and he's like, I didn't expect anything more.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what it is. He'll probably say something shitty about me, too. Anyways. Yeah, any other final words? No. Anybody else that's going through this, what would your advice to them be?
I don't have any advice. It is what it is. Just get over it. Like,
or maybe like get help. Right?
Yes,
that's what you need to do.
Go to therapy.
She needs to go to therapy. She's gonna be going soon.
Yep.
Right?
Once I quit this job, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like one of my biggest to-do things on my list is like...
Good luck finding a good therapist.
Yeah,
here,
I know.
But
need to go back to Arizona and talk to Dr. Kevin because...
Yeah.
That was my man.
Yeah.
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 He was like, what? I told him. I was like, so less than 24 hours ago, guess what happened? And I told him and he was like, oh. I just kind of sat there and I was like...
Plot twist.
Stumped you on that one. And he goes, this is our last session. And I was like... Well aware, I was like, gotta end it on a banger. Literally.
So, that concludes today's sister episode. We were heavy in this episode, so if you find yourself triggered, make sure you reach out to someone that you love, that you can lean on, you can trust. I don't plan on all my episodes being this heavy. I just want you to know that, number one, like, I feel like there was a lot of curiosity around this topic.
And I still feel like we barely touched it.
We could
if you guys
dive deep.
If you guys are curious, let us know.
Let us know.
Send you a hot little message in your inbox.
Or we could just, like, come back on here and spill the tea. We could deep dive into this. We can stop leaving it surface level and go in.
Yeah.
Because we can do that. We can. But let us know. You guys love these sister episodes. So let us know what you want to hear next time. And if you are new to the podcast, new to the new YouTube channel, Goddess on the Rise has been a podcast that's been around since 2019, I think. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming, oh. Okay, we're big Taylor Swift fans here.
We should rent that this weekend.
Ooh, I love you for thinking of that.
Or Friday night start it.
Yeah.
So rent it Friday night.
Yeah.
So we have 48 hours so we could, like, watch it.
Yes. Brilliant. Anyways, so with all that being said, I'm going to have some special guests on here soon. Some great people that are going to be sharing about body image, about content creation. This is very much so like a lifestyle podcast. So I plan on bringing some good stuff in, some lighthearted stuff in, some heavy stuff in, and we're just going to go and see how it goes. That's what I wanted this to be, is an outlet for people to come and either have a laugh, have a cry, or feel inspired, feel educated, and really learn about, like, self-love and wellness in many different areas. And so today was like a big heavy one on mental health. The biggest tip out of all of this was get some fucking help. Hire a life coach, hire a therapist, and yeah. I think we might have a few seconds. What is, like, one thing right now that you're doing for your mental health? Because you're not seeing a therapist, so what's one thing you're doing?
Reading my fun little books on my Kindle.
I would also highlight disassociating for her.
that.
This chick disassociates like it is her day job.
It is my day job.
Like I'm shocked sometimes at your ability to disassociate.
I know. I'm really good at it.
It is
I'm
wild.
sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm also sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I do miss you, but I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. So,
You know what I miss?
what?
Having a dad that's not dead.
Haha.
But you know, here we are.
Here we are.
In the sunshine in Yuma. Miss that too.
I miss that a lot.
Me too.
I also miss the ocean. Like
Ditto.
I feel like things would be better if we were in Whidbey
Yeah.
because
Maybe
there's
not
ocean.
this week.
No, not this week. They're getting slammed.
They sure are.
Slammed by some storms. So,
Yep.
okay. This has been fun. Do you miss doing these with me?
No.
Take it back.
I'm kidding. Of course I do.
You fucking better.
You're so pretty.
You're so pretty. You're like the prettiest little girl I know.
Thanks. I haven't showered.
I haven't either.
No, I know.
Oh my god. Why do I stink?
I don't know.
Oh.
But I just know you.
I literally just showered the other day. What are you talking about?
What is the other day for
Not
you?
you.
Could be last year. You
No,
literally
I have
say
showered this
You'll literally
year.
be like the other day, and you're talking about like senior year of high school. You're 30. That's not the other day. That's like 12
I
years
didn't
ago.
shower yesterday, but I showered the day before.
I showered yesterday morning,
Cool. You're a cool
and
cat.
I'm gonna shower tonight. I shower every day.
I want coffee.
Who knew?
I think I'm gonna have a coffee.
You're not supposed to.
Yeah. Help! I'm still at the restaurant.
That's true.
Still meeting at the corner I haunt.
I don't think you're singing.
No,
that, right?
probably not. Let's listen to the song.
Okay.
Okay, we love you. Bye.
Bye.